Today, I want to talk about something that nobody really prepares you for. Something more terrifying than ghosts, horror movies, or even your phone dying when you're lost in the middle of nowhere. That moment when you realise childhood was just a free trial, and now you're stuck paying the full subscription with no cancel button in sight. When I was a kid, I used to dream about being grown. I wanted to stay up late, eat whatever I wanted, have my own money, and never have to ask anyone for permission again. And now I'm grown, and guess what? I would kill for a nap, a free meal, and someone to tell me what to do with my life. We were scammed. They said adulthood was freedom, but they forgot to mention freedom comes with rent, bills, taxes, debt, and existential dread. Remember when money meant $20 from your grandma and you felt rich? Now you make $2,000 and feel like a broke extra in a survival movie, the adult starter pack. Let's talk about what they give you when you become an adult. Here's your starter pack. 1 job that drains your soul, 12 bills due on the same day, 1 back pain, 3 mental breakdowns per month, and a coupon for 10% off your next therapy session if you can afford it. And don't forget the taxes, because nothing says welcome to adulthood like the government asking for money you didn't know you owed from income you never really had. You make $2,500 a month after taxes, bills, and surprise expenses like your car catching fire or your cat eating a headphone cable. You're left with just enough to buy a sandwich and cry in peace. Jobs aren't the dream. You think getting a job means you've made it. Nah. Getting a job just means you get paid to be miserable on a schedule. You wake up, commute through traffic, work 8 hours doing something that makes your soul itch, then come home too tired to pursue your actual dreams. You know what your dream job is? Not having one. And let's not forget the interviews. The weird little corporate theatre performances where you got to pretend you're excited about making spreadsheets. Why do you want to work here? Because I have bills. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Alive. Hopefully. And after all that, they might not even hire you. Or worse, they do. And now you're stuck pretending to care about quarterly profits and synergy. Social life? What's that? Let's talk about friendships as an adult. They tell you to build your network. Bro, I'm just trying to keep the 3 friends I already have from ghosting me. Hanging out with becomes a game of who's available in the next 6 weeks and can afford to split the Uber. You want to see your friends? Cool. Open Google Calendar. Between your job, their job, your cousin's baby shower, and needing 3 business days to mentally prepare for any interaction, good luck. And dating? Dating as an adult is just trauma bonding over shared debt and emotional baggage. Do you like long walks on the beach? Nah, but I do like people who have health insurance and don't have an ex living in their basement. Bills, food, and breakdown meals. Let's talk about bills. They come like clockwork. Your rent, Wi-Fi, electricity, water, subscriptions you forgot you had, like Netflix, Spotify, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll. And guess what? You still watch YouTube. And cooking? Yeah, that childhood fantasy of being a master chef fades real quick after the 3rd time you burn rice and cry over a sink full of dishes. You either cook a real meal and spend 40 minutes cooking and 20 cleaning, or you microwave some mystery leftovers, roll the dice on food poisoning, and pray you don't die before payday. Adult food is basically what's cheap, fast, and won't kill me immediately. Day. Existential crisis o'clock. Somewhere between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m, every adult has the same crisis. You stare at your ceiling and think, is this it? Is this my life forever? Am I just a bill-paying machine who occasionally gets pizza? It hits hard, because adulting doesn't stop. There's always something else, some new chore, new responsibility, or new problem to solve. And if you don't do it, guess what? Nobody else will. Being an adult is realizing that if you don't buy toilet paper, there will be no toilet paper. And then asking yourself, how much am I really willing to risk this today? The light at the end. But here's the thing. Even though adulting is a scam, it's also where you start building your own life, on your terms. Yeah, it's hard. But the little wins, like finally buying something you've wanted for years, making your own money, living in your own space, and figuring things out one screw up at a time, that stuff matters. And it's okay if you don't have it all figured out. Nobody does. We're all just winging it, pretending like we got it together while Googling how to file taxes and how long can chicken sit in the fridge before it kills me. So if you're struggling with adulting, just know, you're not alone. We're all out here faking it, falling apart, and somehow still showing up. So yeah, adulthood is ghetto, 0 stars, would not recommend. But I'm here now, so I guess I gotta make it work. Enjoy being a kid if you still are one, and if you're an adult, just know, we're all in this overpriced, exhausting, anxiety-inducing boat together. Now excuse me, I'm gonna go reheat some leftover pasta, ignore 17 emails, and wonder if I can retire at 30 by becoming a professional sleeper. Like, comment, and subscribe if you've ever cried over a bill and then forgot what the bill was for.